waiting for Andrea to let us know. We can start? Okay, so I guess we're starting. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, everybody. My name is George Sipos, and I will moderate this session with Director Zhang Linzi from Beijing. We are very honored to have you here, Director Zhang, this morning with us, this afternoon, this evening in your case. We will start with a couple of words from you, and then I will show the trailer of the movie, and I'll let you talk about the movie a little bit and about yourself. So why don't we start by introducing you? I will say a few words and then you can respond. Is that okay?
Hi everyone. I'm not good at English. My name is Zhang Linzi, and I'm talking in Beijing right now. Good evening. Yeah.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon again. So Director Zhang was born in 1985, and after spending some time directing TV dramas, especially 1.5 Summers, he started his career as a director and writing, and started with Transcendent or Mirror Human, the movie that we will discuss today together. The movie has been already nominated for the Best Screenplay in the 21st Shanghai International Film Festival, at the Asian New Talent Award, and also for Best Director in the Media Focus Award. It has already won 9 nominations and 5 awards at the 13th Chinese Young Generation Film Forum. It's been also selected in the Golden Horse Fantastic Film Festival, the Far East International Film Festival, the London Sci-Fi Film Festival, and many others. It has been already praised by the critics as a rare variety of Chinese films, the pursuit of a free soul song. I will show you in a second a trailer of the movie. I'm going to share my screen. And 1 second. Yes. So let's see if everybody can see my screen right on YouTube, right? And I'm going to play this trailer for you. All right, so I will stop streaming this. I'm sure that all of our viewers did get a chance to see the movie. I would like to ask Director Zhang if he can tell us a little bit about the movie from your view. What do you think? What did you try to convey with the movie? What was the message of the movie?
Exactly. No, don't know how to tell it in English.
Okay, I don't think we have anybody who can translate from Mandarin. Is there a way? I'm not sure exactly that I know how the system works. Is there a translation service? If anybody can tell us. Otherwise, I can try to say what I think I saw in the movie, if that's okay. And you can tell me if I'm right or wrong. I can try to say what I believe the movie is about. Is that okay?
I think it's okay.
Okay.
I want to hear your view, your opinion.
Okay. So I must say that I was impressed with the structure of the movie, of the multi-layer storytelling. Um, you know, it was important for me to see how the time could go back and forth between the different time areas of the three generation of transcendence. Now, the movie, in my opinion, captures a dystopian future where humanity is trying to create either new humans or then gives up and creates just androids that can be used as products, as goods, as merchandise. Um, the tragedy or the drama of these new individuals that the humans, the people create, is that they want to be humans. And I think this is where you, Director Zhang, captured very well that tension um, between an android trying to become a human, trying to say, I'm a human, I deserve to be a human if you created me to be like a human. In a way, this is a story that goes back. It goes back to the stories of creation. It goes back to the stories of the creation of humanity. If you think of all the religious stories in which God created humans, or the gods came down from heaven and put humans on earth, if you think of all those stories, what happens in the end is that the creation, the people, the humans, want to become like their creators. And I believe this is that type of story, that transcendence try to become like the humans. This is again a story that we've been telling for millennia about trying to create a doll, trying to create a robot that will always cross that frontier, that boundary between being just a machine, being just an imitation or a copy of a human, and trying to become human themselves. I think this is an interesting story. It brings into question the whole um, idea of the combination of AI with human tissue. It brings into question the whole idea of the future of AI and AI becoming more like humans. So, in the way that these three generations of transcendence are represented in the movie, um, I believed you capture something very human. I particularly enjoyed the way in which you gave these humans, or these new humans, the transcendence. You gave them the desire not to just necessarily live for themselves, but also die for themselves. the first generation of transcendence, right? They kill themselves. They all commit suicide. They want to die because they are not fully human. And they want to take agency. They want to become themselves by taking their own lives in their own hands. And that's extremely important. That there is a second generation of transcendence then that is then stripped away. It got all humanity stripped away, apparently. But then you have Shaosun, the boxer, asserting his own humanity in the end, falling in love, having a child, and going against the program protocol to win a game, which of course means his own elimination, because he's programmed not to do that. He's programmed to lose. I think that's a beautiful metaphor, that he is programmed to lose the games all the time. A metaphor that you're using very well to say humans cannot lose all the time. As a human, he needs to win. He has the desire to win. And finally, with the third generation, with the children that are even more androids now, right? What do as children? They name themselves. They replace the numbers with names. So their intelligence, they read the signs, right? By the vending machine, by the food dispenser. And they start copying the Anhe, Ancheng. They start copying the characters to name themselves. I think, and it's interesting because you're using the character An for quietness, for peace, right? For these children. So I personally thought that it was a very interesting questioning of human condition. It was a very interesting meditation on what could happen, what might happen in this type of dystopian future, in which we are trying to combine AI and humans as biological beings. Am I getting there? Is this something that sounds like something you wanted to do?
But I can understand about 60%. What do you say?
Okay.
60% to 70%, I think.
70%.
It's very good opinion. Yeah. Thank you very much.
No, thank you. I want to open the conversation to my colleagues and try to have them ask questions about the movie, because I am sure they have different opinions and different understanding of your movie. So please, I'm opening the conversation to everyone at this point. Feel free to ask questions.
张师傅，你今天怎么样？
I'm not sure that the question came through. Can you please try again?
She trying to talk Chinese?
Oh, okay. Okay, well, I can't help you there. I'm sorry.
I thought she is speaking Chinese. I thought.
It sounded like it. If there is a conversation, yes, please go ahead.
张师傅，你好，钟庆，你听得吗？
你好，你是在说中文是吗？你好。
我不是中国人，我在中国，今天现在在深圳。 我
但是你的声音有很大的回声，声音有很大的回声。对，
中秋节快乐。
你好，你在哪里？
现在在深圳。
香港。
Carrie, I'm sorry to interrupt for a second. Do you mind translating? Can you translate into English what's happening? Unfortunately, not everybody is able to speak Mandarin. I apologize for that lack of knowledge.
I think my connection is really bad because it keeps getting interrupted.
Yes, we don't hear you very well. That's right. Was there anything, were you able to ask your question of Director Zhang?
张是这部电影是什么意思？
他应该是说你有没有什么问题想问我
？He asked.
？You can ask by English. Yes,
Yes,
I can
yes.
hear, but I can't talk.
Yes, good. So what was your question, Carrie, please?
电影是什么意思？有意思吗？
你可以用英文问。
Yeah, please say it in English too.
What did you mean in the movie? What is the movie about?
Okay, that's a big question.
I can answer it by simple way. A story about fate and desire. Destiny will not be different. But if you have desire, you will try to change the fate. The end is always the same, but you will try because you have desire. It's the simple way to talk about this movie.
Right. That's very interesting. Carrie, thank you for your question and for too bad about your connection. I'm glad you can speak Mandarin.
还是有问题，我可以翻译。
但是你说话我听不太清楚，再一个是你的中文好像说的不是特别熟练，是吧？
对，我的中国话，我的普通话不好，不好意思。
没关系，主要是你说中文的话，大家都听不懂，所以你可以用英语问我，对。
对，好。
So can you tell us, Gary, what was your second question?
My second question is, how was the production like? How was the production?
Okay. And what was the answer? Did you get your answer already?
What production?
Yes.
How was the production of the movie, of the film?
How was the production? I shoot it in 2017.
Huh?
2017. And during these years, I post production, visual effects, and editing on for a very long time. In this time, I shoot another movie, but this movie so long time.
Right.
好。
Right. Thank you, Carrie.
还有一个问题，我要看 的电影，我可以看那里。我在深。
You mean where can see the movie?
对。
爱奇艺。爱奇艺。
真的吗？好的。
All right, Carrie. Carrie, thank you for your questions. I'm going to try to have other people ask. The one thing that I wanted to add here, Director Zhang, and please answer if you can, but one of the symbols of the movie, in my opinion, was also the symbol of freedom, of liberation. Is that something you tried to express in Transcendent? Is that something you try to address in Transcendent?
About this question, I can understand about. So, yes, I want to talk about the freedom.
Okay.
But the most important, the end will not change. That's what I'm trying to say. Yes.
Right.
People will try. Try.
Then I'll jump in because we're talking about freedom right now, and this is such an important subject that matter. And my question is a two-part question actually. First of all, could you please tell us about this new resurgence in Chinese productions? So for a lot of time, especially in Europe, we have been, when you say China, you say martial arts movies, right? They were the most famous. But then a few years ago, there was this huge, there's this huge resurgence in cinematography, in Chinese cinematography, but only or mostly with science fiction movies, right? So my question is, why science fiction movies? And does this have a purpose? You know, a purpose when it comes to talking about freedom, personal freedom, community freedom, artistic freedom, especially coming from a young director from China.
Were you able to understand the question?
I can understand about half.
About half. Okay. So one part is Chinese movies are now much more, they're more artistic. There's more story. There's more cinematography. Is this a new wave of Chinese cinema? Is this a
sci-fi?
I'm sorry?
Sci-fi? You mean sci-fi?
Not just sci-fi, in general. I think that Christy is right. Probably for the past maybe 30 years, we have a new type of Chinese cinema. And then that's one part. Second part is about sci-fi. Why sci-fi in Chinese cinema? Why is there so much sci-fi in Chinese cinema? So there's two parts to the question, 1 and 2. Can you try to answer?
I think I can only talk about 10 years. I'm in my age. I'm able to talk about 10 years.
Yes.
The market is getting bigger and bigger. Most of works from young directors are commercial films, and others art film, independent film. They are very low budget, and no market mainline. They only can go film festivals. So
Right.
this film was trying to the market.
Mhm. To answer the market needs or demands.
Sorry.
The film was trying to answer the market demand need, right?
Yeah.
You're
Yes. But in commercial films, this movie budget is low.
right.
Commercial in market is this film budget is low, not high.
Right.
They are not very attractive to audience in China.
I see. Okay. So the public in China is not very interested, not very. They don't feel that this is an interesting project, or is that
I can 还好，但是我I don't know how to say it in English. Some
Right.
some of them, but not very much.
Not very much, right?
Not a film to earn very much money.
Right. How about the second part of the question about the sci-fi movies being a way to express freedom? Do you think there is a connection, there is a relation between sci-fi and expressions of freedom?
Let me try the Google Translate.
I'll post something for you. I can text you. I can message you right now. Let me message you right now.
I can understand the question, but I don't know how to answer it.
Okay, please.
科幻是表达自由的一种方式吗？ Yes, I think it is a way to stay free. Sci-fi.
Right.
Try the Google Translate.
Please. You can. Yeah.
Sci-fi can provide a strong theatrical premise. Where can I type it?
In message, if you message me directly, you can message me.
See it.
Let me see.
T.
You can respond where I texted you. Uh-huh. I see. So sci-fi provides a strong theatrical premise, right? For the expression of freedom, right? I think that's right. I think that's absolutely right. It is sci-fi has always been historically has always been a way to look at the future while meditating on the present, while thinking about the present. And I think that's the power of sci-fi in many ways, right?
Yes.
All right. Are there any other questions for Director Zhang, please?
张师傅，还有一个问题，你为什么选择科幻小说？
听不清楚。
Why did you choose sci-fi?
Sci-fi.
Science fiction. 科幻小说，对吗？不对。
I think we have already discussed this question already.
we covered this. That's correct, Carrie. Yes, thank you. Are there any other questions?
好，谢谢张老师，师傅。
And thank you, Carrie, for that. All right, I will. If there are no other questions, I would like to just say a few last words in our conversation today. I personally enjoyed seeing this movie. As everyone here, we are all passionate and dedicated to sci-fi. For me, sci-fi has always been a way to look at the political reality of the world and how we imagine the future based on that political reality. And I think that Transcendent is a perfect expression of that mission that sci-fi literature and film and anime and manga and other modes of expressions that we have developed over our history as humans. I think in Transcendent, we see exactly that. We see that probe into the future, into an imagined future, dystopian in this case, but dystopian for a good reason. Dystopian because right now, right here, we can only imagine the future as being dystopian. We don't have the ability of Jules Verne back in the 19th century to imagine the future as an enormous technological wonder. And the way Director Zhang captured that within a Chinese paradigm, I think is tremendously valuable. So with these words, if there are no other questions, I will close our conversation here. I will thank Director Zhang Linzi for being with us today. And I wish you good luck in the future. And I hope to meet you again soon. Thank you very much.
谢谢您。
We can't hear you now. I think we lost connection there.